Howdy ho, neighborinos. We are here today for, well, a little bit of something, you know, something that I probably usually wouldn't do, but here we are. So, our good pal Patt, you can see his team on the screen. Anything looking familiar, dude? Anything looking a little bit close to a certain team you may remember? So, Patt is in UPA Showdown, and he got like emergency deployed like an airbag, and um so he was like, yo, can you play for me for 2 weeks? I was like, it seems like, I think my exact words were, I mean, it seems like it might be a little unfair, but sure, I'm down if like your opponents or the admins or whatever. I'm literally an admin, so you know what I mean though. So yeah, and his opponents were cool with it, so I was like, all right, fuck it. So he's got VISH, RILLA, Garchomp, Mega, AZELF, Florges, Shandy, Gigalith, Excavalier, VIKAVOLT, and Cryogonal. So about half the team is the same team-ish, something along those lines, as the team that we have just enjoyed the fuck out of using, you know. So we get to run it back for 2 weeks. I'm trying to pick up 2 dubs, dude. I get to use the core again, dude. I'm down, you know. So this week we are going up against a team that consists of Hoopa Unbound, Keldeo, Ferrothorn, Glastrier, whatever, Moltres, Silvally, Vaporeon, Mudsdale, Mismagius, Ampharos, and Muck. Mega Ampharos, by the way, in case you didn't notice. Mega Ampharos, I prepped for it, but it kind of has a rough matchup this game, in my opinion. Hoopa claims 1 every time it comes in if he clicks the right button. Horrifying. Keldeo, I think, is a solid Scarfer this game. Having like Icy Wind and being able to pick off like a scale shotted up Garchomp is really nice. Obviously it is Rillaboom bait, but you bring your Moltres, you bring your Ferrothorn, you bring your fucking Muck, you're fine. You know what I mean? Rillaboom at matchup isn't the greatest this game. VISH also has a bit of an issue claiming kill. Like, it definitely still is a solid bring, and it's not coming, don't get me wrong, but it also definitely needs to make sure it clicks the right button this game, or it's gonna, it's not gonna get any kills. So I threw together some stuff in maybe 15-20 minutes, and let's get into it. VISH is coming straight up. So I mean, dude, you're not gonna not bring VISH. You're not gonna not bring VISH RILLA. And I don't know why I started on VISH here when obviously the suicide lead is AZELF. Focus Sash, Flamethrower, Stealth Rock, Psychic, Knockoff. This just leads versus anything, dude. I don't give a fuck. If it's anything except Ferrothorn, I'm clicking Knockoff. If it is Ferrothorn, I'm clicking Hard Flamethrower. If we can get rid of that, it's going to help so much with VISH kills. Knockoff, nothing on this team appreciates losing its item, whether it be a Choice Scarf or something from Hoopa, Scarf or Lefties or something on Keldeo, depending on the set. I don't want to take Iron Barb's chip, obviously, so I'm going to try not to keep it away from Vero. And then Boots on either Glacier and Moltres, or boosting item on Glacier, whatever. Resist Berries. I'm taking an item with me. I don't give a fuck about getting a kill with AZELF this game. I'm taking me an item, and I'm getting up rocks. You know what I mean? He's got so many Pokemon that don't appreciate rocks, and if I can knock off their boots, then they really won't appreciate rocks, But we do have Vishy Boy. Rend, Fang, Substitute, and Psychic Fangs. This thing kind of just sits in versus Ferrothorn. And looking at this team, I don't think he brings Power Whip. Like, yeah, it could potentially be terrain boosted, but I don't know if he's gonna have room for Power Whip, So, I'm hoping it'll take him 2 turns to break my sub. I do just spam moves versus him. With lefties, I don't really care about taking Iron Barb's damage too much, but if he's max Fizz-Def, Super Fang, Rend kills Ferrothorn. So that's just absolutely amazing. If I can sub up on Seeds or something, that would be fucking perfect. If it wants to have Protect Leech Seed, you know what I mean? I'm getting lefties back, it's getting lefties back, I'll take it. It just looks solid, man. And then obviously you got a Vaporeon. That is a whole ass Vaporeon on the team. I struggle with Vaporeon a little bit, but also RILLA is a Pokemon that exists. You know what I mean? So hopefully I can get a Toxic on it from one of these other guys that happens to have it, and then I can wear it down with Substitutes and Super Fangs and Psychic Fangs and just Fangs of various, consistencies and whatnot. Then we have protective pads, Donkey Konga here, Rillaboom, Grassy Glide, Swords Dance, Drain Punch, Knockoff. This thing is super solid in the late game. If I can weaken everything, if I can weaken Muck, if I can weaken Muck, Ampharos, Ferrothorn, and Moltres, potentially even Silvally, then this thing wins. That's a lot of ifs, ands, or buts. But that's kind of how this team is. Depending on the 6 he brings, something's going to go in. So I just got to bring enough threats to beat everything, you know? Speaking of which, Swords Dance, Scale Shot, Outrage, Fire Fang. What's his fairy? Hey, this guy didn't have a fairy. This person's fairy is Silvally Fairy. And if Silvally Fairy comes, that's cool, dude. That's just, you know what? I'll take it. You know what I mean? Water break. So, this thing just looks super solid, dude. Outrage and Scale Shot should just nab kills. Just should absolutely nab kills. And obviously Fire Fang for Ferrothorn. Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory, man. I just click the buttons and things drop, dude. 170 fucking attack. Are you kidding me? Then we have I Love Lamp here, another huge threat versus this man's team. Flame Charge, Shadow Ball, Flamethrower, and Calm Mind. Max to have the same Speed Tire, whatever, versus Hoopa. This thing goes in. If I can get a Calm Mind up versus, like Moltres or on a Ferrothorn switch out or something like that, then I can Flame Charge up. I should be able to live pretty much any hit. Just naturally, relatively bulky. So, get a Flame Charge up, get a Calm Mind up, maybe not in that order, and I can just start nabbing kills, dude. This is also our only Moltres answer-ish kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's also our only... well, I guess it's not really a Miss Magius switch in, but it is our only, it's our only thing we really that wants to take a Wisp, you know what I mean? So, that's a thing that exists. Then last but not least, we have Escavalier here, Sub, Mega Horn, Toxic, and Knockoff. I am scared of hitting Mega Horn, and originally I wanted a different move down here, but I went ahead and made sure I had just some other move to click that was accurate. And, the only thing that's unfortunate is I do need to get behind a Sub. I can do that versus Ferrothorn, pretty much no problem. But if I can get behind a Sub, I think that's the only way I'm going to be able to get a Toxic on Vaporeon because it is faster than me and it can flip turn out. I do have speed, however, for the Mudsdale. So that's going to be the team. Dude, it's time, dude. It's just, we haven't got to use the core in a little while, man. So, fucking Semper Fi, dude. We back in it. I'll see y'all in the battle. Alright, here we are with the battle. As you can see, there is not a Hoopa on your screen. Dude, we take those straight up. That's one of those Pokemon that just nabs a kill when it comes in if it clicks the right button, you know? So, already looking good. We have fucking AZELF as our lead, like we talked about. He brought double horse, so respect, and really... that's 2.5 horses on this man's team. I don't even think I mentioned it in the team builder, but look at the sheer amount of horses. There's just the horses per capita in this thing, man. Holy heck. Miss Magius could potentially be a little scary if it is Scarf. It is a decent Scarfer too, just considering Garchomp's speed tier and whatnot. Muck, probably defensive, I would assume. Same with Pharaoh. And everything else seems like I could see it kind of being pretty standard with everything else. So we're gonna lead AZELF like we talked about, and they do lead this. They trick as we knock, and like I said, dude, I'm taking an item. I don't care what comes in, I'll take an item. So Silvally comes in, so we don't actually take an item, but we do get to see that it is an ice type. So he does go for Swords Dance. I know this set, dude. I've ran this set many a time, so I'm gonna switch into Chandelure and eat the Flame Charge. Now we are Flashfire, Chandelure, which is just fucking ridiculous. Dude, you want to know how strong Chandelure is? Do you remember EV training in X and Y? That was the special attack punching bag thingy. It was a fucking Chandelure. 145, baby. Damn. So, if I'm Scarf, this nabs a kill, I think. Like, Muck, like I said, is probably defensive. I doubt it has that much SPDF investment. Like, it's probably a max HP, but... And I didn't calc this either, but this fucks something up here. And he could have Crunch, which would make sense because he wouldn't, obviously being Ice type, he probably wouldn't be able to hit this very well. But we need to see what he has. If he does have a coverage move, we die. But if we bluff Scarf and he has to, like, you know, I guess see if Muck lives here, then it's awesome. But he does just go for the Rock Slide, which is unfortunate, and it also makes sense with the team. So now we can go back into AZELF. We do have fire coverage. It didn't actually kill, but it put him in range of Grassy Glide. He does switch out anyways. So Mudsdale comes in. Hard horse. Hard horse, dude. You know what still gets to it KO'd? Fucking Iron Defense Mudsdale. So we rend. And yeah, dude, that does 34%. That's fucking perfect. So we just go for a sub. That way if we can dodge seeds or like a T-Wave or whatever wants to happen here, he does just get up rocks. He's going to protect. And like I said, you know, protect, I'm assuming Leech Seed Pharaoh. We still have lefties too. So like, this is cool. You know, like, yeah, it's going to take me a little longer to get this done. But he can't break my sub. And I still get 2 turns of leftovers every time. So this is fine with me. And basically all I needed to do was put this thing in range of +2 Drain Punch, which if I'm not mistaken does 60%. So right here, we're good, you know? And yeah, it's unfortunate. Fishy Boy might not get a kill yet, but he does switch out into Silvally Ice as I make the play to sub, just in case he did want to just click Protect again, but he does go hard Frozone here. We aren't able to kill. If I would have just clicked Rend on the next turn, that would have been a good play, but alas, I did not. He does get to multi-attack the fuck out of us. But we do get a Fishy Boy kill, dude. We get a Fishy Boy kill. Now he goes Glacier. I don't have a switch in, so I just die, and Fishy Boy only gets 1 kill. But look at what Fish did. Look at what Fish did. Ferrothorn is at 34%, Silvally is dead. This is at 25%, and we've scouted the set of Mudsdale. That's pretty fucking good, you know what I mean? So, RILLA comes in here. We are able to just Grassy Glide. No Life Orb or anything, so he could very well just think we're like banded. And he's going to go into Muck. So I'm going to switch out and go hard Garchomp. And that was kind of a rough turn because he could have Fire or Ice Punch. Luckily, I did make the correct play into Garchomp first. And I have no reason to click anything but Outrage here. Outrage still does so much damage to this. Like, yeah, he can always Ice Punch and then go into Ferrothorn and live, but I don't need this. Like, yeah, it probably cost me a point of diff, but I just needed to break that thing and get in Rillaboom. So this is perfect because we will die to the poison at the end of the turn. And we can go into our Escavalier, which really, I probably should have just gone into Rillaboom. Wait, I'm looking at it here. I should have just gone hard Rillaboom. But I do just click sub. Ferrothorn did always give us a sub. So we can go for the Toxic here. I should have just gone Rillaboom and clicked SD. Oh well. But he does get an Iron Defense off. We're going to knock off. And I see that he is, in fact, Chesto Berry, which alerts me that, hey, I wonder if he's got Rest. So I'm going to, even though I have a sub up, I'm going to go hard into AZELF, as he does go for the Rest. So it's going to come down to how much Spit F this guy has. 44. That's a lot of damage, dude. That's dead in 3 hits, you know? He doesn't have Rest Talk, so that's that. He's going to sack the Muck to the Psychic. And then he's going to go into the Ferrothorn, which is just dead at this point. I can go hard Rilla. And he's actually going to Protect, so free turn on that one. That's cool. He could have knocked us off or something, but now we're going to click SD. Like I said, I only ever clicked the 1 move with this, so he might just think we're banded. And we do SD basically for free. And even though he's back at 50%, like I said, I believe we did do 60 to max Ferrothorn. But the protective pads can't even hurt us. It didn't matter at this point, but we are able to glide all the way through that Mudsdale. And as much as it pains me to have to kill horses, and as much as it pains me to just now realize I could have won with Rillaboom 7 turns earlier, I was just really, I don't know why in my head I was like, I need to get this Escavalier and I need to get this fucking Mudsdale Toxic. I don't know why, like fucking +2 Rillaboom didn't kill Mudsdale. I don't know, man. I guess if he's max Iron Defense, maybe, I don't know. But that's the game. That's game 1, 31 turns, and we got to use our Fish again, and it was a good game, dude. The Fish did what the Fish does, and Rillaboom got to clean up at the end. It was just really fun to get to use these guys again, you know? So we'll have 1 more week of this, and I'll just upload it. You know, there's not really an upload schedule, so I'll just put it whenever I feel like it, you know? And, yeah, man. Oh, the fun. Okay, so I gotta talk about this, too. So, after the battle, dude's name, our opponent's name was Maxi, and he was the BB Blacephalons, obviously, as you can tell. But he goes, you know, we talked the game and whatnot, and GG's, and I was like, wow, couldn't believe no Hoopa, blah, 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 blah. And at the end of the conversation, he goes, oh, you know what? Why don't I just read it to you? And instead of just me potentially butchering another person's words, let me just tell you exactly. So this way we can just word for word. There won't be like a game of telephone of, you know, the thing of the thing of the thing, and Yeah. So he says, do you play draft yourself? You seem very good for a last minute random sub. It's worth noting the UPA Showdown and the UPA Wi-Fi share a server. We're all in there together. Not only am I a fucking admin of this league, I made semifinals in the season, dude. I feel like that's, you know what? No, it's okay. But yeah, it was just really fucking funny. He was like, man asked me if I played draft before. I was like, have you not seen the plugs chat, bro? Like nope, never have. Never have. Dude, maybe he watched the Vepsis battle and he was like, has this guy ever played before? How did you not know Gale Wings, dummy? So that's fucking funny. But yeah, I'll see you guys next week for some more shenanigans here with the old core, with the old pals. You know what I mean? And yeah, bye forever.